Next, hegemony as structural power. The second notion of hegemony is entirely different from the first. It emerges from a particular understanding of the world economy. An open world economy requires the support of a dominant power for its creation and existence. That means an open economy requires a hegemon or a dominant power to support its creation and its existence. Hegemony as structural power denotes the economic control of world economy by a dominant power. Hegemony as structural power means the economic control of world economy by a dominant power. So, the hegemon or the dominant power should have the ability and the desire to sustain the global structure. In this sense, hegemony as structural power means or it reflects the role played by the US in providing global public goods. Then what do you mean by public goods? Public goods means those goods that can be consumed by one person without reducing the amount of the good available for someone else. It includes fresh air and roads. These are the examples of public goods. Public goods refers to amenities like fresh air and roads which can be consumed by one person without reducing its amount. But in the context of world economy, the best example of public good are sea lanes of communication or slogs. The best examples of a global public good are sea lanes of communications or slogs. This means the sea routes commonly used by merchant ships. Slogs are the sea routes commonly used by the merchant ships. Without using slogs, free trade is not possible in an open world economy. So it is considered as the naval power of the dominant country to ensure the law of the sea and the freedom of navigation in international waters. Since the decline of the British naval power after Second World War, this role has been played by the US Navy. Fresh air and roads are examples of public goods, and slog or the sea lanes of communication are the best examples of global public goods. Another example of a global public good is the internet. The basis of internet is the WWW, World Wide Web. It was invented by an English computer scientist, Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee in 1989. But internet is the direct outcome of a US military research project that began in 1950. That means the internet really emerged from the US military research project that began in 1950. The internet now relies on a global network of satellites. Most of these satellites are owned by US government. As we know, the US is present in all parts of the world, in all sectors of the world economy, and in all areas of technology. The US share of the world economy remains an enormous 28%. The American share of world economy is 28% and 15% of world trade is American. In any sector of the world economy, we can find an American firm in the top 3 list. In short, we can say that the US structural power is the power to shape the global economy in a particular way. The US dominance or the US economic dominance is an integral part of its structural power. The Bretton Woods system, set up by the US after the Second World War, still constitutes the basic structure of the world economy. The Bretton Woods system aims or it implemented new rules and regulations, new procedures for the major economies of the world to ensure their economic stability. And sometimes it is believed that the Bretton Woods system aims to establish the capitalist ideology all over the world. Anyway, the Bretton Woods system is the basis for or is still constitute the basic structure of the world economy. The World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, and World Trade Organizations are really the products of American hegemony. A classic example of the structural power of US is the academic degree called Master of Business Administration, MBA. Business is basically a profession that depends upon certain skills taught in a university. This idea has come from America. The idea of making business as part of an academic degree is come from America. The first business school in the world was set up by America in 1881, that is the Wharton School at University of Pennsylvania. It was the first business school, and the first MBA course was started around 1900. The first MBA course outside the US was started only in 1950. Now this course has become the most prestigious course in all the universities of the world. So now we discuss hegemony as structural power. In this topic we studied slogs, global, public goods. And public goods, the examples of public goods are fresh air and roads. And public goods refers to the goods which can be consumed by one person without reducing its amount. And the best example for global public goods are slogs, sea lanes of communication. And another example is internet, and it was an invention of Tim Berners-Lee, a British computer scientist, in 1989. But internet really emerged from US military research and project that began in 1950. The Bretton Woods system set up by America after the Second World War is considered as the basic structure of the world economy. The World Bank, IMF, World Trade Organization are really the products of American hegemony. Another best example of structural power of US is the academic degree of MBA, Master of Business Administration. The first business school was in the world set up by America in 1881 in Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, and the first MBA course was started around 1900, and the first MBA course outside the US was started only in 1950. Thank you.